Hello and good evening, friends. My name is Jen Messer, aka The Snarky Siren. If you're watching this part of the video and there's no little red live button up there, then we are most likely no longer going to be live. And that's totally okay. Want to thank you for joining us tonight. If you join us on the live, let me know. And if you are in the replay, comment #growth. Okay? We're going to comment #growth if we are checking out the replay. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm trying to grab the live right quick so that I can make sure it goes where it needs to go before I get started. I hope everyone has had a great day so far. I've had a nicely productive day. I'm trying to hash a lot of things out before I go to class Thursday. Make sure that most of the extra things that need to be done have been done. So it works out. As you come in, let me know that you're coming in and where you're coming in from. I would greatly appreciate that. Just got one more thing to do right here. And then we're going to pick up from where we left off last night and finish up our topics tonight. So, and actually, I think for everybody who joins in tonight that is a part of the network marketing community, if you comment hashtag in the name of your company, all of those people are going to be entered to win free trackers from me. I will print them and mail them to you as a little thank you for spending this time with me and going through the things and taking the time to learn just a little bit about the industry. So, last night we left off with the topic of old school, grassroots, and then the new school ways of customer acquisition. And now we're going to talk about blending old school and new school methods to utilize your skill and time the best. Hello, darling, and good evening. All right, so one of the things that we can do is hosting online parties and then delivering samples to people who may request them during that time, being able to deliver orders after they come in, running a Facebook Live, and then offering like local porch pickup or the ability for people to pick up samples. That's one of the reasons that I have booking on my milkshake website so that people can book a time to be able to come and pick up their items. I know if you follow me, you've probably seen that in the last couple of days because I'm trying to close up the last of my handmade orders, as well as having people come and pick those up and get all of that finalized. So Square Booking is free. There is a free version of it. That is what I use. And it makes things super simple. You can put your schedule that you already have into that website. Like, I know personally, from now until December 14th, 12th-ish, somewhere in there, I will be in class Monday through Thursday from 8:15 to 2:15. So I went in there and blocked those times out where people cannot be able to pick up during those times. You can set your business hours for pickup so that people can only pick up during certain times that you know you're available. And that is a great tool to make it quick and easy for anybody who purchases through a live with you or anybody who purchases through an online party that is local to you, that is a great way to be able to help them out, help you out. And like, if you do a party and have all the items ordered and sent to you, then you can divvy them out to people and have them come pick them up and book through your booking app. And it's super quick, super easy, and it's been a blessing in my life. Because I don't have to think about my schedule and go, well, I'm available this day, this day, this day, at this time, this time, and this time. But it makes it a headache to have to go about that way. So I have found that Square Appointments, write that down in your little notes, Square Appointments has been super helpful for me to be able to get pickup scheduled easily from local customers. So hosting the online party or running a Facebook Live. What in the world? It went to the last live I done. Hold on. There we go. Hey, Sissy, how are you? Next up is going to be social media to real life. So meeting people who are on your social media, like have a coffee meetup and maybe bring some of the samples or the sample box that you get as your initial kit. Bring those kind of things with you and just let them go through it. We talked about that a little bit last night, but mostly with the people that you meet on a daily basis anyway. So this takes it a step further, meeting some of the friends. Like, I'll be honest with you, when Hurricane Helene came through, I met so many of my amazing online friends, and it was a beautiful blessing to be able to meet them. It was horrible that I had to meet them the way I did, but I was able to meet my online friends. And then, you know, thinking about this, you can meet the people that you're friends with on TikTok if they're locals. Like, I always go through and look for people who are in North Carolina. So much so that they now show up on my FYP. If they're doing like a, hey, if you're in North Carolina, da 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 da, they now show up on my FYP. So I'm just able to easily follow them. But meeting up with people for coffee and sharing your products, going over, you know, all the things, is a way where you can blend your online life into real life and be able to expand your network. Because once you get to actually meet people and build that relationship, things change. I absolutely love all of my people. Don't get me wrong. I love all of my people. But the ones that have made it a point to meet me just hit my heart in a whole different way. So just a thought on that. If you can, try to find those people that you can meet up with and start building that relationship with, because that also plays back to word of mouth and all the other things. So another thing we touched on last night is QR codes. But now we're going to talk and expand that thought. QR codes everywhere. So I showed y'all my business cards, but I did not show you is I also bought these awesome little stickers that I now put on everything. Those are nail orders for people, because your girl over here is a multitasker, because I can't just do one thing and be cool with that. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, I digress. So, stickers. And of course, there's that QR code again. She's on everything. So this goes so far as to putting it on cards, cups, notebooks, anything that you carry with you, or any little thing that you can give out that will easily enable people to either scan and shop with you or scan to join you. Oh no, I hate that you've been sick. So QR codes everywhere. And again, they are so easy to make. You grab your link. I didn't go into details last night, so we'll go into details right quick. You grab your link, go to Google and go, hey, Google, I need you to find me a free QR code maker. You go to whichever one you choose. You put your website in it. And then you hit the little make it button and it'll pop up and make it, and you can save it as a photo. It'll save it with no background. Some of them let you change the background. I actually done this one with the purple background so that it would match my aesthetic for my business. So branding is a whole nother time, thought, and situation though. Okay. All right. So yes, QR codes are super important. Put them everywhere. Okay. So let's talk about a few tips and tricks. So the fortune is in the follow-up. Okay. Track every conversation. If you need help with that, in the connection group, there is a conversation tracker. This gives you the ability to write down the date, name, platform you're talking on, the action that needs to be taken, and when you want to follow up. Girl, I made these on Vistaprint, and I'll send you a link to the company that I get these from. I took a design that was made for me for the logo and put my little QR code under it, and it is awesome. But this also gives you tips on how to use this tracker like a pro so that you can keep up with all of the conversations that you're having with people. And I know I mentioned my little TikTok Bible to y'all last night, or my pharmacy Bible. And this is it. It's got everything that I've created so far in it. These are also in the connection group. There is weekly trackers so that you can track daily tasks, people that you messaged this week, when you want to follow up with those people. But then we have the in-depth one. On the back of the weekly tracker is your weekly goals and daily affirmations. I'm working on going through every bit of this with you guys. It just may take me some time because if I don't do a full script, I get long-winded and a little ADHD. All right, so track every conversation. We do follow-up Friday in the group. That is always helpful to ensure that there is a reminder of, hey, I need to follow up with so-and-so and so-and-so. And if you don't have anybody to follow up with, go have some conversations that are going to be that booster for next week's follow-up Friday. Make sense? If everything's making sense so far, drop a 1 in the comments. Rule of 3. Now, we're going to get into this. It gets a whole lot wider, a whole lot deeper. I learned all about the entire rule of 3 through my last company that I was really successful with. I got to do some in-depth training on the rule of 3, and it goes deeper than network marketing. It's a whole, there's a whole belief system behind the rule of 3. We'll leave it there. But the main thing is talk to 3 new people every day. Whether it's online, whether it's offline, keep your little checklist. 3 people every day. Hold on. Hold that thought. Speaking of checklist, I found this planner, I'm pretty sure on Temu last year, and I absolutely adore it. Let me find one that I haven't used. Okay, so this is pretty cool. All right, so it's a daily planner. This is the monthly, but I love the fact that up here at the top, there's a monthly tracker. So I can put tasks up there to track them for the month. Now, we do have a monthly or a habit tracker, I think is what I called it, in the group. I may have to double check, post it again. But we do have a habit tracker in there that is a an 11 or 8.5 by 11 printout that will do very similar, but I just wanted to show you guys this because it gives you the general concept. Now I'm trying to find one that I wrote on at least once or twice. Here we go. All right. So in June, I put reels and connection posts here. So every heart and every highlight, the highlight, I done it once. The hearts, I done it another time. So each one means that I done it at least once, sometimes more than once. Habit trackers are amazing, especially when you're newer to doing something. They are amazing to make sure that you're hitting those things. So when I first started working on the group and wanted to make sure that I was hitting it every single day and sharing useful, productive information every single day, that was a habit tracking situation for me. I wanted to make sure that I tracked it and got it down. So 3 people every single day, online, offline, it doesn't matter where you talk to them at, but talk to them about pharmacy every day. So the next tip is curiosity over spam. We all have moments where it's a whole lot easier to just spam, 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 spam. That's not helpful. It doesn't help you. It doesn't help your viewer. And I've been guilty of doing this myself. It helps no one when you're spamming. Never mass drop your link. So I might make a post and put my link or put a link to the specific product I'm talking about under it. But I'm not going to take that and post it in 60 different groups. Tisk, tisk. No. Create curiosity. So I often can make posts where people will comment to ask about prices, where people will comment to ask, well, does it come in this color or this color? You want to create curiosity and have people ask questions. Then, of course, pharmacy is amazing for doing the FOMO. So we're leveraging FOMO as well with limited time deals, limited time items, testimonials, team wins. All of those things help you to leverage FOMO, fear of missing out. Be relatable. Don't be perfect. We had this discussion a little bit last night. Nobody likes perfect because nobody in this society today is perfect. People are messy. And some people are real messy. I'm gonna say, in the be relatable, not perfect, share your struggles as much as your wins. Now, there are people who will use their struggle for rage bait material. I've had to learn myself lately to decipher when something is somebody trying to tick off the whole internet for views and engagement. Because when somebody ticks you off, you're gonna comment. So I have to figure out, or I have to decipher these days between which is which. But sharing the struggle as much as the win. Let people know, I'm new to this. If you're new to pharmacy, new to network marketing, let people know I'm new to this and I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing, but I know that I want to do it. I know that I'm excited about it. I know that I am ready for this new journey And I hope that you're going to continue to come with me, however messy it may be. That's real. That is pretty much 80% of the people in this industry today. So now let's talk about systems. And again, I'm working on getting all of the documents that I reference into the connection for you as actual documents themselves. They will be branded with my naming on, or branded with my branding on them though, because of people passing them off as their own. But one of the things is to make sure that you have a customer tracker. And that's one of the beauties of using the weekly tracker, is you're able to keep up with who those people are. And I'm going to tell you, when somebody places an order, let them know that their order is on the way. Keep tabs. Let them know when their order is on the way. Let them know that their order is going to be delivered. Give them 2 to 3 days, and that's where the follow-up portion comes in. Give them 2 to 3 days and message them, make sure they like the products they have. All of these things are great tools and great strategies to help you keep the customers that you gain. So the next system for success, content batching and scheduling. We referenced that just a little bit last night, but going back to it, like, I take an entire day, and that is what that day is for me, is content batching. But that's for multiple businesses. So if you're only content batching for pharmacy, it shouldn't take you more than a couple of hours. And personally, maybe change your shirt once or twice. So it looks like you're on a completely different day. You're going to be posting completely different things, and your clothing looks different. I'm really bad sometimes for just batching all in the same clothes, and then y'all look at me in the same clothes for days. I'm sure you're like, Jen, no, I took all of them on Monday. Sorry, my bad. But batching content and then scheduling it. I have learned that you can schedule with TikTok, but you got to do it through your computer. But I love the fact that I can schedule IG and FB together through IG. And actually, Threads, if you make the caption on your reels short enough, you can also schedule them to Threads, just so you know. Because I've got a Threads. I'm not exactly sure what I'm doing with it yet. I'm learning that one. But I'm more interested in learning TikTok and all the 75,000 new TikTok rules. And as of August 31st, the monetization policies on Facebook are going to change. The way they were doing things previously is not the way they're going to be doing things. I have heard rumors about needing 10,000 followers, but I have yet to be able to verify that through Meta themselves anywhere. Anywhere. It was posted in a couple of groups. People have went ape crap over it, and now here we are. Everybody's all wide-eyed. Oh my God, I gotta get to 10K today. I digress. Scheduling. That is an amazing tool. So then you've got your daily method of operations. And the one that I have here is not the exact one that is in the tracker, but it's very similar. 3 reach outs, 3 follow-ups, 1 new post or story, and 15 minutes of engagement. But what we have in the tracker is what I would prefer people use. And that is posting a story, reel, and into your feed. Then sending 3 to 5 connection or follow-up messages. check in with the VIP chat or your customer group, review personal goals and daily affirmations, and then watch or listen to one training video or podcast. Even if all I do is spend 15 minutes in something, I'm going to positive affirmation, train myself every single day. Every day. Wake up, I'm going to need that positivity in my life. Especially right now because life is knocking real hard currently. The motor about to fall out. But I digress. Things got to continue to roll, right? So I would much rather the daily task list that we have in the group Yes, and I'm actually working on something that I can share. I've got to finish testing it through this cycle to make sure it all works out. You got to engage with people outside your bubble. So in order to gain new followers, you got to participate in those groups that you're in. I will say that. And I will also say that in doing that myself, as a part of the test run that I'm doing, I'm always testing social media. I've been a social media marketer since probably the second year Facebook was out. I started back then on my own doing photos in Avon and network marketing and trying to smush everything together back then. And I'm still doing it today. So I'm always testing what Facebook's doing, why Facebook's doing, how Facebook's doing. And I am happy to admit that taking the time and effort to go put things in those groups I'm in has returned me a value of around 30 new followers a month and around 150,000 views a month. And since my page is monetized, that's also equaling out to about $23 a month. But that's because I need to work on engagement. That's another reason I'm doing the big giveaway that I keep talking about on my page, so that I can get the engagement built back up on my page. So, I went a whole tangent there. Let's go back over to where we were working, right? This is why last night took an hour, because I can get off track and go so far left while still being on the center topic. Alright, so, and this is why I need y'all to tell me in the connection what y'all like me to talk about or what you would like us to be sharing about each week. Because I've been around for 20 years. And I've not been a beginner except for like when I came to pharmacy. Little backstory, I paused several years ago for years. I took a whole break off of network marketing. I removed the page that I was using at the time. Like, I completely shut it down. When things went south for me, things went really south for me. And so I deleted and removed everything. So 3 years ago, I started all over again. I had been running a business on my own and using my page to market my handmade business, but I had not done network marketing. I used what I knew from network marketing to help grow that business. But now I've came back to pharmacy and I'm like, okay, or I've came back with pharmacy 3 years ago in May. And I'm like, I want to train on a regular basis, but I'm not sure anymore at this point what beginners want to know. So it is a huge help to me when you guys reply when I ask over in the connection, because that's where all of this training came from. That's last night for the hour and tonight. Both of those came from asking that question. So, moving along. Role play and practice. This is something that I do a lot. Like, I went over this portion today. I wrote my notes out on it, went through this portion a couple of times, trying not to get out of hand. I get long-winded. It just is what it is. But practice introducing pharmacy in 30 seconds. So, this is one of those, to the camera, to the mirror. Pretend someone asks you, what do you do? And you're going to answer pharmacy. I am a pharmacy influencer. What does that mean? So practice your pharmacy introduction in 30 seconds or less. I would love it for those of you in the Pharmacy Connection to video it and share it with us in the Pharmacy Connection. You can share it in the comments under this post, or you can make your own post if you would like. Candace or myself would have to approve it, but that is totally okay, because I would love to see what everybody's 30-second pharmacy spiel would be. What would be the thing that you said to somebody asking, what is pharmacy? What do you do there? Practice the sample handoff. Like we were talking about last night at the grocery store with a dental hygienist, wherever, gas station, hotel, wherever you may be. Practice your sample handoff with your little business card. Practice that. Hey, love. That gets you comfortable with doing it in public. Then practice writing some curiosity posts. If you end up writing a spammy post, how can you make that into a curiosity post? So practice with some of those. Now, last couple of things, and then we'll be done for tonight for the training session. I'm going to give you a few things to do outside of or after the live to think about using for the next week. Write down 3 old school and new school strategies to try this week. Yes, 30 seconds is really easy, and it's a lot easier than you think it is. So I am super excited to see what we do with that. I'm going to participate in the challenge too. So I'm going to make my 30-second pharmacy intro as well. Just because, honestly, I haven't brushed up on that one in a while. But the second part is going to be to choose one of the hybrid ideas to implement in your business. And for accountability, share your wins with these things in the connection. We love to help celebrate wins. I want to celebrate every single win you have. Like, there's also a post in there. I need to go and bump it up again. But there is an August promotions post. So active is 125. If you hit 125 in PV, shout yourself out on that post. If you hit 3%, which is $200, shout yourself on that post. So on and so forth. As you go up, as you get new team members, shout it out on that post. Because we will help to celebrate all of your wins with you. We are a sisterhood, and that's what we're here for. So, I hope you guys have enjoyed both nights of our little session. Sorry about that. I think I'm getting my summer cold. I digress. But if you have enjoyed both nights of the video, comment below and let me know what your favorite part was and what you would like to see us do next. I have a bunch that I can video and put on YouTube and then share, so I don't have to do all of the ones that I've got down live here. That's completely okay. I want to do what you guys want to learn about. I want to help you guys in the best way that I can help you. So, I hope you all have enjoyed it. And until next time, remember you're amazing and you are worthy. This whole journey is for you, babe.